Hey, what's up, everybody out there in the YouTube universe? Deer Hunter DVM coming to you. Wanted to show you one of my favorite camera traps that I've been using for probably 2008 was probably the first year I used it here, so going on 11 years. Over my shoulder with my better Brownings, we're gonna arm this thing, take a walk. Here we go. Turn it on. Good old stick and pick. You come out and look at this long, narrow hallway up against this corner, right? Got some licking branches overhead. Coming out downstream to this licking branch. Just whacked my head on. Probably not a good idea to put my sweaty head on it. Here's another licking branch. Some more. Some more. Some more. And we have arrived at our destination feeding field, which is beans surrounded by corn. Spin around, surrounded by corn. Trail camera's that way. Got this terrain feature that runs down along the edge of that corn and bean division here that seems like they always use this mowed grass waterway in the summertime. Now, you could make an argument you could wrap it around there and put a trail camera on that side as well, but when I use this side, it's because of those licking branches that are there, and because the sun sets in the west, casts shade in the east in the evening, and you will get them coming to and from this great big bean field. If you look at this thing corners up like a giant wedge, and it runs those deer into this terrain feature. And it's a terrain feature that I call receivers, and receivers are just that. They're like turnstiles in an amusement park or whatever. It receives high flow traffic from all directions down into a tiny little bottleneck, like a little, fence row here, or waterways that come up there. But this receives traffic all from the north into this tiny little woodlot here that's about maybe 8 acres or so, and it's been logged, so it's super thick. So you'll get this reception area right out here in this the corner of this fence row here, and it takes you back all the way down the edge to the timber line, and it receives traffic from everything up there coming from the big timber. So if you want positive proof of life, it's pretty simple. Just throw a camera up on one of these receivers in the summertime, and it'll bottleneck everything in the country, especially when you got some green beans over your shoulder here. But just food for thought. But these receivers, I feel like, are great areas for not only are they good for your trail cameras, but if corn and beans are still in come season, these reception areas, these receiver fence rows or drainages or little thumbs that stick out of the timber, those receivers that receive high volume traffic from all directions down into one tiny little terrain feature. It's a phenomenal spot to give yourself an early season spot. So I may try it here. It's easy to get to, not far from home, and I may try it in the early season, kind of depending on what we just pulled off of that trail camera card. So let's go to the house, give it a check.